Yo, what's up YouTube? My name is Nigel Bajos and I got a new lens that I'm going to be unboxing and testing out today. This lens is going to replace my 20mm F1.7, so I'm going to unbox it and show you all what it is. Alright, so the lens that I got is the Sigma 16mm F1.4. Now this is a relatively new lens. This is obviously going to be for my Panasonic GH3, so the micro 4/3 mount. Yeah, I'm pretty stoked about this. It's a relatively new lens and I bought it off Amazon. It was about 450 bucks. But this lens, I've seen a couple of reviews. Most of them were for the Sony E mount. And so they're using on like, A63, 6500s, even an A6000. But I didn't see as many videos for the micro 4/3 system. So I'm gonna be, this is bigger than I expected, I guess. That's good, and it's definitely pretty heavy. So yeah, this is a nice piece of glass. Like I said, it's an F1.4, so 16mm is gonna give me a field of view of about 32mm on the micro 4/3 system. So, dang, the focus ring feels really nice. So this is gonna be not quite wide enough to be considered like a true wide angle, but not quite zoomed in enough to be like a portrait or telephoto lens, which I really like. If any of you have ever used the Fuji X100S or the T or the F, 32mm, I think the Fuji is like 32 or 35 or something like that millimeters, like a fixed lens, and that was like one of my favorite photo cameras. So having a lens that's like fast and at a 32mm field of view is gonna be rad. Another really cool thing about this is that it's weather sealed. So pairing this with my GH3, which is also weather sealed, is gonna work out really nice whenever I go out in some light rain or just in conditions that are a little bit, dustier or something like that. I won't have to worry as much with my GH3 and this new Sigma 16mm. So I'm gonna put this on my GH3 and we can see what it looks like. All right, this is the Sigma 16mm F1.4 at F1.4 on my Panasonic GH3. And honestly, I think this looks really, really good. 16mm again is about a 32mm field of view when you're talking like full frame terms, and yeah, the background is nice and blown out, and I can get some nice separation even with a smaller sensor on my GH3. And yeah, this looks really good. Even just looking at the LCD screen, I can tell that it's like really sharp even at F1.4. So yeah, I'm really stoked on this. That is one of the harder things when you have a camera with a smaller sensor, is getting that nice shallow depth of field. And I was able to achieve a little bit of that with my 14mm f2.5 and even with my 20mm f1.7, but with this Sigma 16 at f1.4, it just makes that even better, and it gives me a lot of good separation between me and the background, and the bokeh looks really nice. Alright, so we all know that Panasonic cameras are not very good at autofocus, and the GH3 probably even worse than most other cameras. But I put it on face tracking autofocus with the Sigma 16mm, so I'm just gonna see how well it can keep me in focus. And I know that's one of the biggest gripes with Panasonic cameras, is just not being able to keep your subject in focus. But I found that even Panasonic cameras do a pretty decent job tracking the face. That's mostly just because there's a lot of contrast in the face. As far as I know, Panasonic just uses contrast detection autofocus. So there's obviously a lot of contrast in your face with your eyes and eyebrows and stuff like that. So it isn't really too hard, but yeah, this looks like it's performing decently well. All right, so I'm gonna hold something up to the lens and we'll see how long it takes for my GH3 and this Sigma 16mm to find my face again. So that wasn't that long. I mean, I could totally get away with holding a product up to the camera, waiting for it to focus, and then seeing if it'll, grab my face again. Obviously, not very fast. I'm not trying to say that this lens is gonna make filming on a Panasonic camera great when it comes to autofocus, but I just thought you might enjoy the test, and I always just kind of like seeing how fast or slow different lenses perform on my Panasonic GH3. So the Sigma 16 is pretty much the same speed as any of my other Panasonic lenses. It's not super fast, but it's not the slowest thing in the world either. But yeah, that was my unboxing and first impressions. I'm gonna be having another video completely reviewing this Sigma 16mm, as well as a bunch of sample footage to go along with it. I'm gonna go out into the woods and to the mountains and stuff like that and get some nice looking footage with this. So stay tuned for that. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this little unboxing and quick first impressions. If you did, it'd be great if you hit the like button and be sure to subscribe to my channel for more content. But until next time, I will see you all later. Bye.